Welcome back to Fresh, folks. I'm Julie Dilorenzo, your host today, and this segment is brought to you by the Elkhart County Living Magazine, and we're joined today with Marla Miller, and we're going to talk to her in a few moments about the magazine, but right now we're going to talk to Jim Catalano. Did I say that correctly?
You got it.
All right. He has been with the planning committee since the onset of the Jazz Festival, and that's what we're going to talk about today is the Jazz Festival, which will be here up and running next weekend.
Yeah, starting June 21st and 2nd and 3rd will be the Elkhart Jazz Festival, downtown Elkhart. There's 6 stages going on simultaneously, all at the same time for 3 days. It's quite a wonderful public event that everyone is welcome to.
And Jim may look familiar to some of you. He plays drums in a few of the bands that are featured during the Jazz Festival, and you've been involved with the committee since the onset. I think it's one of the best family entertainment things that goes on here in Elkhart in the summertime. What are some of the things that folks can expect this year?
Well, first of all, we're having the Army Band, the Army Blues Band from Washington, D.C. that's going to be here. Also, there's an all-female band called the Mighty Aphrodite, which is a jazz group. They're just phenomenal musicians. Those are some of the major groups also, like the Schelleberg Trio is another really big group for people to hear.
One of my favorites, and I think he's back again this year, is Tim Cunningham, of course, along with Kathy Morris. I love her electric violin, I guess is what it is she plays, but she's phenomenal. What about parking and tickets for people this year? What can they look at?
Well, parking is throughout the city. You know, there's plenty of parking, and the tickets. You get a jazz pass for a patron pass actually for $195, and but Saturday evening passes and Friday evening passes are $50. But the main thing you mentioned about Tim Cunningham and Kathy Morris, in addition to performing, we also have a educational component to the Elkhart Jazz Fest, and that is on the Saturday morning. That would be June 21st, starting at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. On the very stages that the Jazz Fest goes on, we have master classes or clinics, educational things for students to come and learn from Kathy Morris on jazz violin, Tim Cunningham on saxophone, the Schelleberg Trio is doing a rhythm section clinic, and Rob Parton is doing a trumpet clinic, all going on simultaneously. So whatever instrument is your feature, that's what clinic you go to. There's a $5 charge for students, but the students get with a valid ID, they get a free jazz pass for that Saturday afternoon's performance.
Well, there's a lot of great area bands and instruments, musicians here in this area that I'm sure a lot of kids will really appreciate and enjoy coming to that. Of course, there'll be food vendors and lots of stuff to do for all of the family this weekend or next weekend.
That's right. Well, plus this is Elkhart has great education as far as music goes. With all of our schools, and so this will be quite a learning event for everyone to hear jazz played at its finest.
Well, thank you very much, Jim. We're going to turn to Marla right now. And Marla, I know you have a great calendar that's inside your magazine that shows people what's going on as far as entertainment for the whole family in the area. Tell us a little bit about something new we can expect coming up.
Okay, in the issue of the magazine, like you said, there is 2 calendars, June and July. Talks about a lot of different events within our area, within our region. Of course, in July, we've got all the county fairs coming up. We also have features in here on travel within the district as far as southern Indiana and that. So there's a lot of information on recreation in the magazine, scuba diving, houseboat rental, and of course, going along with the music, we have a great story in here about the community bands within our area, because you know what, this area, as he alluded to, is great as far as music, and there's so much available. So in Elkhart County Living Magazine, you can get a little bit of everything that's going on in this area, and it's a great way for our readers and your viewers to know what's going on and where they need to go.
Well, we appreciate that you're always here to help sponsor this segment with us. And can you tell the readers how they could get the magazine?
Sure. It is available on magazine racks throughout the region, but you can also go on our website at www.maplecity.media.com, and you can actually look at the issues there and click to get a subscription, or you can call in for a subscription at 574-533-2151, extension 346. You get a year subscription for $12, so you're going to get 6 issues throughout the year, and that's a great price.
Great price. And speaking of another great price, get your family together, come out, get a pass for the day or the whole weekend for the Jazz Festival. We'll have their website posted here on the screen, so if you need more information on the Jazz Festival, and maybe even contact to see if there's any way that you can help out with the area with making the Jazz Festival run smoothly. So we look forward to seeing you out on the streets here in the city of Elkhart next weekend. Thanks for joining us.